What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channels. I'm your host, Jarrell Hicks, here to bring you my NFL Week 3 takeaways reactions so far. Let's get right into it. Don't Before we get started, don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms. I'm usually on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, same name at Stats Free Sports. Watch out and follow for the SoundCloud, Twitch as well. I'm on Twitch now. I was gonna be on Twitch first, honestly. For some reason, on my laptop, for some reason, Twitch Studio is down, and I can't get up there. I have the Twitch Beta Studio app. So as you know, the beta doesn't mean it's fully ready yet. I went on the actual Twitch app I have on my laptop as well. That didn't work, so I'm like, freak it. I'll go on YouTube Live. I haven't done that in a while now. So I'm here. So let's get right into it. My takeaways so far for week 3, nothing major. No, nothing I don't already know for the most part. The afternoon games are on now. Rams and Bucks playing a good game. That's it. The rest, let me see what the other scores are. I would share my screen, but I ain't doing all that right now. Vikings beating the Seahawks in the third quarter by a touchdown. I didn't see that one. Rams scored again? Good Lord. Okay. Broncos cutting the Jets 23-zip, and the Raiders beating the Dolphins by 12 points. So nothing really surprising, maybe except that Vikings Seahawks game, especially with Dalvin Cook being out. But the Bucks being down right now by 2 touchdowns isn't surprising. And I'll start with that game first. I guess while we're on afternoon games first. The Bucks, they aren't. I'm not shocked at them being down. I'm not concerned either. They're a good team. They're not great as they were in playoffs last year. That was their ceiling. The great pass rush, that front seven was playing phenomenal. The DBs on the back end were playing okay. They stepped up when they had to. But this year, the front seven is getting no pass rush for some reason. The DBs are getting torched. I know Sean Bunting is out for right now, but yeah, they're getting their DBs are getting torched. Missed assignments, blown assignments, falling down a lot of pass interference and holding, and it's a lot of penalties, man. And I'm really thinking, and probably will do a video right after this. They need to bring in Richard Sherman, and he might not help. As I said on Twitter, I live tweeted watching the game a couple minutes, probably before halftime. So about 30 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago. Sherman's old now. He's old. He's a zone coverage cornerback. He got in some offseason trouble. But they need to bring someone in to help experiment and help try to get this defense, these DBs going, man, because this DBs are getting torched. Honestly, like seriously, it's getting crazy. Dean is getting torched. What's the other guy name? Shucks. The other guy, man. Mackerel, Crackle, whatever name it is. He's getting torched. It's just those two guys. Those two guys are getting torched. Edwards, the safety, falling down. Deshawn Jackson today versus the Rams. Deshawn Jackson could have had about 3 touchdowns. He had one. Let me check who the other touchdown they just scored. They just scored again. So I'm not watching it live right now. I'm in my kids' room hiding out so they won't. They know where I'm at, but I won't be so loud. So Cooper Kupp has 2. Okay. Yeah, but Deshaun Jackson, 3 receptions for 120 yards. That should be about 5 receptions for about 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Him and Stafford couldn't connect on the first 2 touchdowns that they could have had. Jackson beat him deep. That speed is still real. He beat his the coverage and the guys deep. The first time Stafford underthrew it, and it hit the DB in the back because Jackson had about 7-8 steps on him. Matthew Stafford underthrew. We know he has a cannon. Just underthrew it, and it couldn't get to Jackson in time. The second one, he underthrew it badly, and nobody saw it. Jackson or two DBs that was in the area. Nobody saw that the ball coming. It fell way short of Jackson. But in the third time, right after halftime, Rams got the ball first, and then they connected on a deep play, probably about the third or fourth play from the third or fourth play after halftime for the Rams. They tried again deep and they definitely hit it. So, they could have scored more. They probably will. It's only the third quarter right now. They're up by 2 touchdowns, but that defense is getting shredded. That front seven for the Bucks aren't getting any pressure, because the Cowboys O line shut that down without Zach Martin. They rarely got any pressure. The Falcons last week, they got more pressure than they did versus the Cowboys, but not enough. It was still close on what it should have been at certain points versus the Falcons last week. And today versus the Rams, the same thing with the Cowboys. They ain't no pressure. Stafford's back there comfortable, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, no problem. Then front seven is getting stood up. They're not getting no pressure. So I don't know what's going on with that front seven. Barrett, those boys. The fan base wanted them to be paid and everything, and they're not doing it. They're not getting it done. So that's the weird thing to me about it. And not just the Bucks. A lot of good defenses are not playing good. That's the weird thing. The Washington football team, their defense isn't doing anything. Chase Young and those boys, they aren't bringing the pressure. They aren't bringing the heat. Um, Even against the Giants, they couldn't really bring that much pressure. Who they played the week before? Eagles. They played Eagles when? Hold on. Eagles were last week. Eagles were last week. No, that was a Washington football team last week. And then the Eagles the week before, I believe. And they lost today to the. Let me check. Let me see. Giants lost. I know they lost for sure today. Falcons, right? Yeah, it's my Falcons. My Falcons. Yeah, yeah. Lost last second field goal. Yeah. And I was talking about who again? I forgot what I was talking about. Am I tripping? I might be tripping. Hold on. Okay, the Washington football team. Who am I talking about? The Giants or the Washington football team? I don't know. But I think my point was Washington football team played the Giants last week, didn't get much pass rush. Played the Bills today and got no pass rush. And I believe week one, the Washington football team played the Chargers, and they didn't do too much against Herbert either. So it's tough, man. It's tough on defense. The Bears, they look crazy on defense. I definitely would have thought with Eddie Jackson being back this year, Akeem Hicks being back, Khalil Mack, those boys back, Jalen Johnson back, his second year. I definitely would have thought they would have been more dangerous on defense. And they aren't bad, but they aren't what I thought they would have been, to be honest. That's just like that. I would have thought they'd have been better. But going down, to be honest, I've seen the highlights only from the other afternoon games, so I'm not gonna speak on those too much. Seahawks still down by 7 points in the start of the fourth quarter to the Vikings. Dolphins Raiders, Dolphins still down by 12 points in the fourth quarter. And the Jets Broncos 23-zip, fourth quarter, 5 minutes left. Look at the Jets Broncos real quick. Look at the stats. Okay, Zach Wilson, no interceptions. So probably played it safe. I definitely had him down for about like 2 or 3 picks today, to be honest. That Broncos defense, that DB room by itself is nasty, along with that pass rush. Last time I checked the stats, uh, I think I saw like four or five sacks, and it's still 4 sacks for the Broncos defense. Yep, still 4 sacks. So, yep, they got a little pass rush in. That's it. But guys, a game over now. 5 minutes left, down by 23, 23-0. Um, the Broncos did what they came to do. They're now 3-0 for the most part. But let's go to some. I should share my screen, shouldn't I? But y'all can hear me talk. Y'all all right. I don't feel like sharing my screen, to be honest. Chiefs Chargers. I'll go with that one first. Fun game to watch, as we all thought it would. Well, as I knew it would be a fun game to watch. Chiefs, 4 turnovers, a couple fumbles by Edwards-Helaire, 2 interceptions by Pat Mahomes. Not gonna get it done. 2-minute turnovers, playing sloppy, the no looks pass. Well, it was off the hands ricochet type of thing. It wasn't like a direct no look pass to the defender, but It's just a fun game. Fun game to watch. Should be a battle for the division down the stretch. Chargers, Chiefs, and Raiders. The Raiders are tough. Look like they're gonna move to three. And did they lose last week? They're 3-0-2, right? Yep, Raiders gonna be 3-0-2 for the most part. Up by 9 with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I would think they would win. I would think so. It'll be a tough division. Tough division to win, man. But nothing really big or major from this Chiefs Chargers game. Fun game to watch. Start start off slow. Definitely start off slow in the first half. Second half, it definitely picked up, played well by both teams. High scoring game, 30-24, pretty much high scoring for NFL standards. So it was a fun game. Fun game. Nothing too major to honestly take away from that game. Cardinals Jaguars. That Jaguars play, the punt by the Cardinals wasn't a field goal by the Cardinals. 100-yard return. That just can't happen. Come on, man. The 60-yard field goal. You shouldn't try that. Come on, Cliff Kingsbury. Come on, man. Be smarter than that. But the Jaguars still couldn't get it done. Trevor Lawrence didn't look good today either. Looked pedestrian. 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. Nothing crazy. And look, man, these rookie QBs are looking kind of garbage. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what it is. Everybody got sorry old lines, but oh man, these Jags look pretty sorry, man. Not gonna lie to you, bro. It's definitely crazy how bad these rookie QBs look. Justin Fields looked terrible. I'm getting him next, but Trevor Lawrence looked bad as well. As I said earlier, Jets versus Broncos. The Broncos are up 23-0 in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left. And it's no ball movement. There's no ball movement, no progression from week to week. These rookie QBs are looking terrible. The best one, it looks like, is Mac Jones so far. The most, probably the best team as well. But he was, in my personal opinion, the most pro-rated quarterback anyway. So, you know, but yeah, Cardinals, Jags, Cardinals escape. The Cardinals make so many dumb mistakes for no they're so weird to me. And Kyler Murray is due for a turnover to a game. A fumble and a pick a game. He's due for that dang near. AJ Green had a big day today. 120 yards, 112 yards. Christian Kirk 104 yards. Um, they're a good team. I have no faith in them down the stretch. To be honest, I have zero faith in them when the times get hard. I think Cliff Kingsbury is out of his league to a certain degree. I think Kyler has to prove himself to me more, to be honest, to me to have faith in them. Him and Kyler, Kyler and Cliff Kingsbury have to be better than me down the stretch in game. They kind of play poor, weird mistakes, weird decisions, but they get a win versus the struggling Jaguars. They're now 3-0. Jaguars 0-3. Bears and Browns, bruh. I don't know what to say. Well, I made a video already on this, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. But this is maybe the worst quarterback performance I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. And I'm a Justin Fields truther, as I said in my comment section on the video I made. I'm a Justin Fields truther. I had him better than Trevor Lawrence since high school, and I've been preaching that since high school. As we all know, Trevor Lawrence has been deemed a golden child quarterback prospect since high school. So, I've been on Fields' side from day one since I first seen him in high school play. And, the preseason, I had something to talk about. I was hyped. I was happy. Last week's game versus the Bengals, you give him an excuse because he's thrown into the fire mid game. So like, okay, cool. You weren't quite ready. You wasn't warmed up. You weren't in rhythm. This game here, though, geez Louise, boy, 9 sacks, 9 sacks, only 6 completions, 68 yards. What in the world? No athleticism shown at all. Justin Fields carries 3 for 12 yards. Oh my lord. Ooh, ooh, boy. Scary. But like I said, hopefully it's a freak combination of just some weird things going on. The Browns defense can be elite. Myles Garrett clowning those boys. Good linebacking core, good DB core, just tough, just tough. So I'm not going too much into that game. I did a whole video on it. So on to the next one. Washington football team and the Bills. Josh Allen had himself a day. 4 touchdowns passing, 1 touchdown running. The Bills look unstoppable. Watching football defense did not show up today at all. Clear as that, simple as that. That's it really. Tyler Heineke, 2 picks, 2 touchdowns, played okay. I don't understand. And I go back to the Rams of this year when they got Matt Stafford. And I also like to go back to 2017, 18, 16, that Jags team that had Blake Bortles and they went to the AFC Championship game versus I think the Patriots probably, right? I don't understand when you have a team built to win. And it's not the exact same case as the Jaguars of that year, but it's something similar I always like to go back to. If you're a one piece away and that one piece is a quarterback, why would you settle for less for Ryan Fitzpatrick and Tyler Heineke? Why? Why? I'll never understand that one. And I do this example all the time. When the Jags went that far with Blake Bortles, his contract was coming up, and they gave him a 3-year extension for doing nothing, for being a super game manager, a below average game manager. Gave that man a 3-year, 4-year contract when everyone was pleading for them. Just find someone a little bit better. You might can get over the hump. And they stuck with Blake Bortles, and they weren't right since. Jalen Ramsey was gone. Leonard Fournette flamed out there. And they got Trevor Lawrence, they got Urban Meyer now. It's not looking good still either. So and for the Washington football team, Tyler Heineke versus the Bucks last year was so fun to watch, was amazing to watch. But I had no faith. I definitely would have thought they would have the Washington football team would have came away with somebody, with a top-notch quarterback, with the Stafford, with the Russell Wilson that was on the market for a second, a Teddy Bridgewater, Jameis, something. But to come with Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's solid, he's okay, and with Tyler Heineke, and then to compound that, the defense not showing up either, man, I just don't. It's weird. It's weird. Not Rams. The football team had no sacks at all. Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, Chase Young, no sacks at all. De'Aaron Payne, wow. Well, I don't know what's going on with them, but that's definitely wild, man. I don't know what's going on with these defenses. It's wild out here. Seriously. Giants and Falcons. I don't understand why Kyle Pitts not being targeted. Excuse me. I'm a Falcons fan. Let me talk clear and slow. 4th overall pick, Kyle Pitts, excuse me, had no targets. Well, excuse me, 2 targets, 35 yards. He was thrown at 2 times, caught both. That's it. Come on, bro. I don't understand. Why drop them? Look, I don't care if the man is quadruple covered. You're the 4th round pick. I'm gonna throw you the ball every time if I need to. Every single time. I don't understand. It's weird out here, man. I don't know. I don't know. Good for the win. My prediction I did earlier in the year, right after the Super Bowl, I did a prediction that the Giants will struggle. Daniel Jones won't be the problem, but he's not the solution. And I think, and I still believe the Broncos 3-0. I'm still leaning towards my prediction. They will trade for this offseason or during this trade deadline season. The Giants will trade for Drew Lock to give Daniel Jones competition, probably for the offseason. But I definitely believe The Giants will not draft a QB this offseason, so they'll bring in Drew Lock for some competition to push Daniel Jones. I'm still pushing towards that. Giants 0-3. Yeah, I think my prediction's coming true. Drew Lock needs a new home to go to. I think the Giants are the perfect spot to house him and Daniel Jones, and they'll fight for that spot in this offseason. So I hope my prediction does come true. I think it will the way it's looking. Um, and if y'all saw Spencer Rattler and Sam Howell this past Saturday, yesterday, excuse the stutter, that was crazy. If you've seen Spencer Rattler and Sam Howell yesterday, no, they're not my top 10. No, they're in the second round pick for me. The only quarterback I will even think about taking in the first round is Malik Willis right now. If you're not him, you're not a first round caliber quarterback right now, in my opinion. Straight like that, to be honest. Let's see. Saints Patriots. Bruh, I had the Saints playing this way last week versus a daggone. Who did they play last week? Panthers, and they got mollywopped. Today against the Patriots, they come out bussing. Weird. The league is weird, man. The league is weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. Mac Jones, 3 picks. Didn't play too bad. Even with 3 picks, he wasn't too bad. It was all right. Dink and dunk type of guy. 51 attempts. They were down most of the game anyway, so he had to come back. But he played okay. He played okay. I'll give him that. Even with the 3 picks, he looks better than a lot of other quarterbacks do. Well, a lot of other rookie quarterbacks do. He's the best looking rookie quarterback. He looks better than Fields, clearly better than Lawrence, better than Wilson. So and I'm not gonna say bad about Mac Jones right now. He's playing the best out of the all 4 quarterbacks. So it is what it is. You lose some, you win some. Patriots 1-2. What you expect? No Tom Brady is a problem. With Tom Brady is no problem. With Tom Brady is a problem. So you want a Tom Brady gone, he's gone. You gotta go through the rookie struggles with the rookie quarterback. So, but like I said, I believe in Mac Jones. I believe in the Patriots. They'll open the offense up more, in my opinion, pretty soon. But all the weapons they got this offseason, just for Mac Jones to dink and dunk all day, I think they'll open up pretty soon. I think they'll have to try to make the playoffs. Still early, but going to week 4, no 100-yard catchers in one specific game. Those tight ends are doing nothing. All that money to them tight ends. Yeah. I think there's gonna be a moment where you gotta open it up, throw it downfield more. That system that we run can't work with everybody right now. So we might need to change up a little bit. But we'll see how it goes. Saints played well. I thought they'll be this way last week, as I said, but they struggled last week. They got their butts kicked. Look good this week, so we'll see what they do in the future. Sorry guys, my bad. Exit out a little bit too fast on accident. Went to the wrong. Shoot, what did I do? I accidentally clicked out on my daggone thing. Okay, that's not what I want to do. Take it off. It's gone. Yeah, okay. My whole studio started me over. I didn't mean to go out and come back, but it is what it is. But on to the Saints. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Ravens and Lions. Biggest takeaway from this game: Justin Tucker is amazing, and 2, for as much flack as I give Lamar Jackson on not being a good quarterback, throwing the ball. I'm trying to get my words clear, so I want to say I want to say stuff clearly and be concise with it. As much flack as I give Lamar Jackson for his faults, I'll say, not being a good quarterback, but for his faults, he needs a top tier weapon, and he doesn't have it. Marquis Brown, Hollywood Brown, whatever you want to call him, He had a drop sheets today. He had Butterfingers, which he has pretty often, more than it should happen. 2 touchdowns dropped, dang near 3 almost, if I'm not mistaken. And just dropped them. I mean, there's no excuse. No excuse. No excuse, man. So I I put a lot on Lamar Jackson. He performs well enough to win games a lot of the times. The defense comes up good as well. But it's like, man, if he had a weapon, I would love to see what he can do with it. Mark Andrews is not that guy to be the number one weapon. Mark Andrews is cool. 5 receptions, 109 yards. That's fine. That's okay. But he should be your third option. The second option at best. Third option is preferred in my opinion. And Marquis Brown can't do it consistently to be Lamar Jackson's top weapon. So they need someone to step up, man. They definitely do. They really do. I don't know if the draft, free agency, they got to spend some money somewhere to get him a real deal weapon. They have to unlock his true potential. Bengals and Steelers, biggest takeaway. This is definitely 100% Big Ben's last year. No question about it. It has to be. I don't see how it can't be. Yeah, Big Ben looked terrible. Seriously, man. Their defense isn't showing up the way they did last year. TJ Watt won all that money, just got paid all that money, and he's hurt for the next 2 games. The Steelers defense not getting any pressure. It's tough. It's tough. Like I say, a lot of defenses being weird to me, man. Why are you being weird to me? These defenses are being really weird. I don't know why. But yeah, they're not playing at the par, man. A lot of them aren't. So it's weird out here, bro. It's weird out here. But yeah, this is look, I don't care what Big Ben say, how much money left on the contract. I don't care. He's looked garbage these first 3 games. The second half of the first 2 games, he's turned up a little bit, kind of got in a little rhythm. But this game here, full game from top to bottom, garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. He got to go. He got to go. Big Ben got to go after this year. Matt Nagy got to go immediately. These young guys struggling immensely. Let's check out some scores real quick. Yeah, Bucks Rams 31-14. About to be in the fourth quarter soon. When I get off here, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just gonna chill until the Packers game. Packers and Niners at 8 o'clock, 8:30. I could chill and watch that. But yeah, that game honestly is probably about over. Yeah, fourth. Yeah, okay, just updated. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes left. Yeah, that game probably over. Most likely. Like I said, I'm not down on the Bucks. I'm not down on them. I'm not. Oh, they should be scared. Oh, okay. The Bucks got a field goal. I'm not worried about it. They'll be fine. Just they need some DB help and health. Sean Murphy Buntling has to come back. Dean has to play better. Crackle or Crackling, whatever his name is, has to play better. And maybe bring in Richard Sherman. No, being honest. He's a zone guy. He's older, but man, they need some DB help immensely. But the Rams are legit, as we all. I said it's not today. Didn't really show me nothing new. The Rams been a threat since they got Stafford. Since game 1, we've seen how high powered they are. Yeah, they're definitely a threat. And you gotta think about things. Robert Woods haven't really gotten going yet. Tyler Higbee has been okay, but the Rams, bruh, when Stafford gets going, it's gonna be dangerous. Like today, Deshawn Jackson 3 catches, 120 yards. Cooper Kupp 8 catches for 93 yards. Cooper Kupp dropped the ball twice. He had 2 open spots, so it could have been more. About 10 catches for maybe like 130. The ball went off his hands twice. Like in the first quarter, Higbee 5 for 40. Robert Woods is an afterthought in his offense. The first 3 games, 3 for 33. Van Jefferson 3 for 32. Once the ball gets spreads around more, or they get more open field and stuff like that, it's gonna be a problem. Sonny Michel 45 yards, 16 rushes. They just run down the clock now. So if the Bucks score one more time, I expect the Rams to open it back up and start passing the ball more. But they're dangerous. Stafford 4 touchdowns, 330 passing, no pass rush in sight. Been sacked twice. No, excuse me, been sacked once. No, he wasn't sacked today. Let me see the stats. He wasn't sacked today at all. Yeah, he's not been sacked. Nope, he hasn't even been touched today. Joe Tryon, nothing. William Golston, nothing. Vita Vea, nothing. Devontae David, Devin White, Shaquille Barrett, nothing. He sued nothing. And that's been the thing with a lot of these quarterbacks facing the Bucks so far, man. They're not getting touched like that. It's weird out here. It's weird, man. I don't know what's going on with these defenses, but they're looking a little rough. I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's it for the video, man. Week 3 takeaway reactions for the most part. Did every game so far that's not complete yet, as I said. Well, I gave you my thoughts on the games that aren't complete either. It's nothing to panic about. The Jets, you're in a tough spot. It is what it is. You're about. I thought Wilson would be better than he is showing now, but he's not. So it is what it is. You gotta give him a chance to grow. It's a 17-game season, 14 games left. You just gotta see how everything works out and how it ends up. Dolphins and Raiders. Tua's out. Brissett, I don't believe in. I mean, come on now. Come on. Jacoby Brissett hasn't been a viable name at quarterback ever, really. But, a couple of years ago with the Colts and with the Patriots when Tom was out or whatever, a while ago now. So, yeah, Vikings, Seahawks. Vikings up by 10 with 6 minutes left. And they're on the Seahawks second and goal at the Seahawks 3-yard line. Let me see what's going on with these stats here. I said I'm going. I don't believe in stats like that. They don't tell the true story of every game. Let me see how it's looking. See how things looking real quick. Kirk Cousins, 28 for 36, 310 yards, 3 touchdowns. Alexander Madison, 22 carries for 110 yards. Phew. Sliced and diced them. Justin Jefferson, 107 yards, 8 catches. Tyler Conklin, 7 for 70 and 1 touchdown. Adam Thielen, 5 for 48 and 1 touchdown. Ooh. 1 sack. Everson Griffin. That's it. No pressure. Well, I didn't say no pressure, but no sack pressure. Daniil Hunter, nothing? Nope. Okay. No picks by Russell Wilson. No picks by Cousins. Russell Wilson, 19 for 25, 240, 1 touchdown. Chris Carson, 12 for 80 and 1 touchdown. DK Metcalf, 5 for 88, 1 touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 3 for 16. What the world? Okay. Will Disley, 1 for 39. Gerald Everett, 3 for 30. Yeah, I gotta see these highlights. I gotta see the highlights and also watch the game back to see why it's like this. It's strange. Okay. Okay. And as I said last week, Kirk Cousins, who I say is an older version of Daniel Jones to a certain degree, Kirk Cousins will give you stretches was like, man, this guy is solid. That's why they pay him that guaranteed money for what, 3 years, 2-3 years, 4 years, something like that. They guaranteed money. Kirk Cousins give you stretches like, man, this guy's he's nice. He give you those stretches sometimes. And I think Jones will do the same thing one day, hopefully, and he'll bamboozle a team to give him a contract. Maybe the Giants, or maybe the team the Giants trade him to. But I think Daniel Jones could be the same way. He'll play good enough. Certain stretches, he look elite. You'll get bamboozled to give him a contract, and you're stuck with him, getting him all that money for all those years for really no outcome, for no positive outcome. That's what Kirk Cousins did to the Vikings, and good for him. I said he's a good quarterback though. Just very inconsistent at times in in his play level. Some games he'll be elite. You know what? Last week he missed what, couple 5-6 throws, 3-4 touchdowns. He went crazy last week too, and they lost to the Cardinals in that wild game. So it's just weird, man. You know, a lot of weird things in the league going on this year. It's been killing my pockets. My sports betting career, my first year doing it is for the NFL has been garbage. I won a couple things here or there, but nothing crazy. A lot of players aren't performing well. A lot of injuries. It's just wild, man. So that's it for video, guys. Though I might come back tomorrow or tonight after the game is over. Packers and Niners with a recap. If the game is good, if not, probably not. You know, probably not though, to be honest. Well, but we'll definitely see. But that's it for video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.